Welcome to Govq, the new game show where you get to show off what you know about American government and politics. My name is Mr. Review, and I'm here to make the complex simple and the confusing clear. How does Govq work? Simple. I'll read you 10 questions. Answer the first question correctly and keep playing. Answer all 10 questions correctly and you're the big winner. Wait a minute. You're the winner? Democracy is the big winner. Welcome to Govq. Let's play. Question number 1. At the time the U.S. Constitution was first ratified, the prevailing view was that the U.S. Supreme Court would be the least dangerous branch, would be the hardest working branch, would be the most dangerous branch. At the beginning, the Founding Fathers didn't envision the Supreme Court to play all that big of a role. The Supreme Court would be the least dangerous branch. Question number 2. When the U.S. Supreme Court rules on the constitutionality of law or the constitutionality of an executive action, it is practicing judicial propriety, judicial review, habeas corpus. Well, you know how much Mr. Review loves the Latin, but in this case, when the Supreme Court rules on the constitutionality of law, judicial review. Question number 3. Where do we find the specific details about the federal judiciary, like the size and number of courts? The Constitution, Acts of Congress, McCulloch v. Maryland. Whew, this is a toughie. One would think the Constitution spells out the federal judiciary with respect to size and number. But believe it or not, the Constitution says very little. Remember, the least dangerous branch. So Congress has had to give the muscle to the courts. You'd find the details in Acts of Congress. Question number 4. The power of judicial review was established in the case Gibbons v. Ogden, McCulloch v. Maryland, Marbury versus Madison. Judicial review, Marbury v. Madison. Question number 5. Legal decisions in the United States are often based upon stare decisis. Stare decisis is a Latin phrase that literally means let the decision stand. Looking at justice in the face, everyone gets the same. Stare decisis? Latin? Let the decision stand. Precedent. The use of previous case decisions to rule on present-day cases. Makes a lot of sense, even in Latin. Question number 6. The American judiciary is characterized as a dual court system. An example of this would be judges and juries, lawyers and judges, national courts and state courts. Dual court system, national courts and state courts. We call that federalism. Question number 7. Which of the following courts is most likely to hear your legal case for the first time? Remember, our legal system has original jurisdiction and appellate jurisdiction. Original courts hear the case for the first time. Appellate courts hear it for the second time. Does that make it the district court, the federal appellate court, or a justice of the peace? Who hears the case for the first time? District court. Question number 8. When a defendant chooses to bypass the need for a criminal trial by confessing to a lesser crime, this is called a public confession, a plea bargain, a writ of certiorari. Believe it or not, in criminal cases, this happens over 95% of the time. I did it, but I confessed to a lesser crime. This is called a plea bargain. Question number 9. America is characterized as a litigious society. This means that we bring lawsuits for just about anything, send more men to jail than anyone, have the fewest lawyers. It's not that third one. Litigious society? Litigation? Sounds like bringing someone to court, bringing lawsuits for just about anything. And question number 10. Are you in it to win it? Are we here to win it all? Let's see if you can get all 10 correct. All federal judges have been clerks to other judges, appointed by a president and confirmed by the Senate, nominated by one of the major political parties. All federal judges, appointed by a president and confirmed by the Senate. How'd you do? Did you get all 10 questions correct? Wonderful! You're the big winner. And you're not just the winner. Remember what James Madison said, the very success of democracy depends upon the knowledge and skills of its citizens. Sounds to me like you're making our democracy stronger. I'm Mr. Review. I'm here to make the complex simple and the confusing clear. You've been playing GovQ, the game show where you get to show off what you know about American government and politics. See you next time on GovQ.